don't know. I just felt like I needed to panic.
That's a great thing to do on a Saturday night. He came home and formally asked me to sit down for a chat.
Oh, no.
He told me at the wedding he and his friend spent hours discussing me. Apparently, they decided that we don't communicate well in our marriage. Not only that,
It's like estrogen makes me definitely more polite. I didn't realise how impolite I was until the menopause. And also, don't really care. That's also interesting. Because with estrogen, I do care. Without estrogen, I don't. Hello, everybody. Welcome to 40ish. I'm Nicole Goodman.
and I'm Lauren Mishkon. This is the podcast tackling the chaos of 40-something life. Every week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we dive into all things midlife, the news, your stories, your dilemmas, and of course, bringing you our own mess and challenges and wonders of this special, special decade.
And you can watch the video every week on Spotify. We are back on Spotify. You are welcome. We've actually had a few messages of people thanking us, saying we've missed your faces on Spotify. So that was cute.
Very.
We are also on YouTube. So you can go and join the other 31 viewers on YouTube.
Wow. You could fill Wembley with those people.
And you can listen on any other podcast platform. And if you've got something to share, big or small, we want to hear it. So please email us, hello@40ish.co.uk. Please do keep your messages coming in, be part of the conversation. And if you're loving 40ish, we would be so grateful if you could share this episode or this show in general with someone who you think would love it too. Right, come on. What's your 40ish moment? It sounds very sweet.
Well, you know I do my Mah Jong classes.
Yeah.
One of the ladies, she's bought her own set. So she invited us over.
People not just have, it's not like buying a game of Scrabble.
It's not, because it's quite expensive.
Okay.
So she invited us over to her home to play a private game and christen the new set. And she invited us at tea time. I made a cake.
Oh my God. How sweet.
And we went over, four of us, because you can play three, but normally it's four. And it was the first time we'd used the set.
You can't play two.
No, can't play two. So we started the game. We were all a bit nervous because we weren't with our teacher. So we had to do it on our own. We managed very well. And then two of the ladies went off to make some tea and cut the cake and get out some fruit. And the two of us who were left, my friend was like, this is so deeply middle-aged. She said, in fact, I don't even know if it's middle-aged. I feel like it's almost retirement age. I said, I know what you mean. She's like, it's a Saturday afternoon. We're having tea and cake and playing Mah Jong. Middle-aged women together.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. And she's like,
It's like you might as well, if you replace that with knitting.
Honestly, yes. And she said, the thing is, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I was like, no,
Yeah.
me
No,
neither.
I know.
It's so civilized.
I know.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
It was a deep midlife fun.
Yeah. Midlife fun.
Yeah.
But the thing is, right, I think we need to rebrand the word fun. Because we talk about it briefly, but we never really unpick it, because I always assume fun is having to go to a party or get dressed up or get really drunk, but actually I like doing those things very, very, very occasionally, but that's not what I do for fun anymore.
Yeah.
And suddenly fun becomes this.
Yeah. And we also, I'm actually the baby of the group.
Oh,
I'm the youngest.
nice.
Yeah. But the other women were saying no one is interested in us on a Saturday afternoon. Everyone else in the house is doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Out and about.
Yeah.
Busy with their stuff.
Yeah.
No one was missing us. And we realised that we were actually having our own
Fun.
Saturday afternoon fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, I know obviously we can't have a whole episode without me talking about paddle, but
No.
all I've done all weekend is play paddle. And all weekend. I've been in tournaments, I've hurt my hip. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's a whole nother thing. But what I'm saying is I can do this now because nobody wants to be hanging out with mum, and everybody's got their own life and their own stuff to be getting along with.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a new phase.
It is a new phase, and I find it a little bit I like it, but I still find it a little bit discombobulating.
Oh, totally. It really is. Just leaving the house at 2:30, like, I'm going to play Mah Jong now. I'll be back in a few hours.
Yeah.
No one cares. No one needs
cares.
me.
No.
Maybe the dog. She'll miss me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go straight to your 40ish moment. You've just written down here, hormonal rage.
Yeah. I mean, do I actually need to say any more?
I don't think you do. Maybe it's best you don't, frankly.
Hormonal rage.
Okay.
I am up to there's no breathing room for all the rage.
Great. Fun.
I don't know what to tell you, and I'm doing all the things.
We're 36 hours away from the trip to the gynecologist, so that's good.
Yeah, and the thing is that he kind of got a little bit of my rage.
Did he?
Sort of, a little bit. Just the secretary, who's just so gorgeous, and I was just so pushy. Like, I've actually got to sit, like, I'm not coping. I can't really be in public. Like, I know he's told me my numbers are okay, but I clearly am not.
No. Last week you couldn't make salad. I had to actually go out and get us takeaway salad. It was a bad day. It was a bad day.
I'd had a massive panic attack.
Yeah, it was a very, very bad day. And it was very, very hot.
It's just I can't cope with myself. I can't cope with myself. I don't even know how I'm going to do this show. I will. I'll just keep looking at you as a grounding force.
But do that.
I'm just like, and then I went in to say goodbye to my husband before we left.
Yes.
And I just literally poked my head around. He goes, what have I done? I said, you haven't done anything. I'm just coming to say good morning.
Yeah, he was scared. I could see the fear in his eyes.
He was terrified.
He was.
Because, well, you said it in a way of like, I said, I just said good morning. Did I just say good morning or no?
I don't think you'd even said anything. I think you just opened the door and he was like, what? What? You hadn't actually spoken.
I have said to him 100 times, look, it's just Tuesday, okay? By Thursday, I'll be feeling a lot better.
Yeah, how long does it actually take to kick in?
Well, about 3 days.
Oh.
So maybe Saturday.
Oh, okay.
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 Okay. It must be really hard for you.
It's really hard.
It must be really hard for you because it's not, it's a breeze for me. I love having the anxiety, literally like, I'm going to be sick with it. I love it. It's just amazing. And also what I really like is when like one of your best friends comes to give you a cuddle and you just want to scream. Like, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Wow. Okay.
What did you say to me this morning? You said, oh, what's the temperature? And I said, telling you about the weather.
Yeah.
You went, no, the emotional temperature.
Yeah.
And my comment to you was, well, I found that really annoying. So
that's the temperature. Just that sentence irritated me. Okay, well, that's the temperature then. We'll go with that. We had some feedback about hormones from a non. She said, I'm just listening to the study about testosterone. That was on last week's show when we were talking about how it's not actually testosterone levels that define middle-aged women's libido. It's actually like, have you lifted a finger to help me out today?
Yeah.
I have definitely benefited, she says, psychologically more than in any other way. I finally got prescribed it and it was the missing link for me. I feel like myself again. I've even really started to like my husband again, and not just physically. I feel, this is how and who I was before.
Yeah.
I've remembered the person I used to be, but with the added knowledge that not giving a fuck is okay. I took Instagram off my phone for a while. I just had it on my iPad, but as an Android phone user, I find the iPad a bit more mentally taxing than I should. That's my 40ish rant for the week. The context switch between tech devices that once I would never have had a problem with. I was the go-to in the office for printer problems, photocopy problems, and network issues. So she's basically gone from being this like tech-savvy woman to someone struggling
with an iPad.
I don't even have an iPad.
I don't either.
I don't really get an iPad.
It's a big phone.
My husband has an iPad.
But you can't make a phone call.
He loves his iPad.
Does he?
Yeah. He really, he does Wordle on it. He reads the paper on it. But I'm like, why can't you just use your laptop?
It's different. It's a different experience. It's a different viewing experience.
I just never got the iPad bug. You know?
It's so not a you bug to get.
It isn't, is it?
No. Did you ever have an iPod?
No.
Of course you didn't.
No.
What's an iPod? So how did you listen to music at that time? You had a CD player?
I just didn't bother.
Oh. Did you used to have like a Walkman when you...
Yeah.
Let's start from the beginning.
I had a Walkman,
yes.
And then when I was about 11 or 12, my dad bought me a stereo system, double cassette player.
I had that. And I used to
speakers.
I used to record the top 40 on a Sunday.
Obviously, you'd sit there with the blank tape and then you'd hold down the press and record, press and play and record. Yeah, I had that and it was like so cool. It was on my shelves in my bedroom. I've never felt cooler. Then I believe I had a Discman. Do you have a Discman?
Yeah. Of course I did. Hello.
And then I gave it. That was it.
What, and then you never listened to music again?
Correct.
And now you still can't get to Spotify.
Correct. That was the end of music for me.
Really?
Yeah. That was it. I just listened to the radio.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's actually not that interesting.
No, it's not really.
It's actually not interesting at all. I totally feel this woman, and I'm really pleased that she got the testosterone and it was the missing link for her. And she feels like herself again. That must be nice. I am really looking forward to feeling like myself again. Because I can't cope with it.
No. It's going to be next week.
He wanted me to wait till the 18th of July. For context, it's the 29th of June. I can't wait another 18 minutes, let alone till the 18th of July.
No. I'm not sure anyone in your house would be able to.
I don't think Adam would talk to me. I drove my 15-year-old so mad on Saturday night. It took one of my best friends saying to me, because we went round to our friends for a takeaway, and I was like stalking her on Find My iPhone, and she was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" I said, "I'm just seeing where she is." Because she's at her friend's house and they've gone to the park. Like, just stop. I'm like, oh, should I not be like? She's like, just what the fuck? I'm like, I don't know. I just felt like I needed to panic.
That's a great thing to do on a Saturday night. When you're at a loss.
You've got Mah Jong, I've got anxiety.
This is what's happening in midlife news this week. Having nothing to wear means more than you think. Did you know this?
Well, I'm all ears because I never have anything to wear.
Except you do.
Like, my wardrobes are bursting at the seams.
Okay. The phrase "I have nothing to wear" is often misunderstood, especially for middle-aged women. Rather than reflecting vanity or a lack of clothing, it can signal a deeper sense of discomfort with identity, body changes and self-presentation. A recent study published in the Journal of Macro Marketing, wow, that sounds like a fun journal, found that...
I'll get right onto that this week. That sounds like just what I need.
I'll get you a subscription. Found that greater satisfaction with clothing is associated with higher well-being, partly because women who feel better about what they wear are less likely to avoid social situations. Challenges with size, fit and style can increase self-consciousness, making social interactions daunting and in some cases leading women to withdraw from activities altogether.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Clothing in midlife is more than about fashion. It's about feeling authentic, confident and comfortable in public. Many women face conflicting cultural expectations to remain attractive without appearing to try too hard, leaving them caught between feeling invisible and overexposed. Dissatisfaction with clothing often reflects limitations in the fashion industry rather than personal shortcomings, because many available styles fail to accommodate changing bodies and identities. Ultimately, the right clothing can reduce self-consciousness, encourage social participation, and help women feel ready to engage with the life they want to live.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's true for any stage for a woman, especially like postpartum.
Yeah.
As well. But that also, it goes along with your changing body and the big hormonal shifts in your life, for sure. Because also, you want to dress age appropriately, but you don't want to look...
mumsy.
Well, you don't want to look mumsy, do you?
Not really.
Nobody wants...
Nobody's aiming for mumsy, no. You're going to be able to help with this week's dilemma?
I don't know. Well, I don't know.
I mean, it's. I think it's going to make you quite cross. I'm a bit scared, to be honest.
Well, you should be. You should be.
I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
Hi, ladies. I'm in an extremely uncomfortable situation. I've been married for 11 years. We have 2 kids. His best mate is a woman. They've known each other since school. Nothing romantic has ever happened between them. But to be clear, I don't like her and I never have.
Okay.
She's very opinionated and I don't agree with a lot of what she has to say, but I've always made a huge effort because she means a lot to him. I'm like already uncomfortable about this. We had a baby around the same time and we hung out, but a year on, she stopped making any effort, ignored my texts and cancelled plans. I see her about at parties, but we haven't spoken properly in about 3 years because I got fed up chasing her, but she still regularly goes out for drinks and meals with my husband. No, don't like that either. Last week, they went to a mutual friend's wedding that I wasn't invited to.
What?
Hang on. They've been married for 11 years. Okay. That's not the point of this, but also not okay. He came home and formally asked me to sit down for a chat.
Oh, no.
He told me at the wedding, he and his friend spent hours discussing me. Apparently, they decided that we don't communicate well in our marriage. Not only that, but this bitch, who hasn't even spoken to me in years, has apparently diagnosed me with ADHD based on whatever my husband has told her. My husband then tells me that she sent him information and thinks that he should encourage me to get assessed. Firstly, what the fuck has my husband been saying about me behind my back that someone feels comfortable diagnosing me from his version of events? And secondly, who the hell does she think she is? I am fuming that he's discussing me and our marriage with someone who doesn't even like me. I said very little because I didn't trust myself not to snap, but I am very angry at all of this.
Oh, my God. Can I just ask a very quick question? Like, if this friend was a man, I think a lot of this would land very differently.
Yeah, I agree. I have to say I do completely agree with that.
I mean, a lot of it wouldn't have escalated to the point, like, she wouldn't have made reference to the fact that they'd had a baby at the same time and, you know, and that he wasn't messaging her and things like that. I mean, it's weird that they had babies at the same time and they didn't sort of find a bond through that.
I think that's the problem because they are both women and they are both obviously very fond of this husband. And you would hope / imagine that they would have a friendship based on the bonding of being women, right? But clearly they don't.
So one of my best friends, I have two very, very close friends. Let's just call them Emma and Caroline.
Yeah.
Okay. Emma was friendly with Caroline's husband first. They've been friends for years and years.
Yeah.
Okay. Caroline came on the scene. Caroline did not get on with Emma. Emma did not get on with Caroline.
Okay.
Because it was like another woman was in the space.
Okay.
Roll on 20 years later, Emma and Caroline are really good friends, as is Emma and the husband still. So the three of them coexist beautifully.
Yeah.
And so the women have a beautiful friendship alongside Emma and the husband. And they
Yes.
do things independently, but so do the two women.
Yes. I was just thinking I had friends who were men long before they had wives, but now they're married. They're all married, but I'm very friendly with the wives. And I have a separate friendship with the wives, like very happy to hang out with them and be with them without him there. Also happy to have him there.
Yes.
But very fond of them, yes.
Yes. So I definitely think it can work. I think the problem is that the two women haven't formed their own independent friendship. And what's that about?
Well, they clearly do not like each other. She very openly says I don't like her, and I'm guessing it's mutual.
Yeah. But that in itself feels problematic. Like, why don't they like each other? And what is it about his relationship with the best friend that feels somehow not inappropriate, that's the wrong word, but feels somehow
It's overstepping a boundary somewhere.
Yeah, but it's murky.
Also, who the fuck gets married and doesn't invite the wife of 11 years, mother of the two children to the wedding?
They might have been having a really small wedding. They might not have been able to afford it. And maybe she doesn't have a relationship with the bride or groom whatsoever.
But they've been together for 11 years with two, like, I find that, I'd be really, really offended.
Right, but she hasn't made reference
I
to
know she
that.
hasn't, but I'm a bit stuck on that.
Right. But also, the thought of Adam sitting with another woman at a wedding that I'm not at, discussing me
For
hours on end, and then coming home with a list of things that I should do, i.e. get an assessment and we need to go to therapy because we don't communicate enough. Like, that is like an overstep.
Or just playing devil's advocate, do you think that he is, because he knows there's no love lost between these two women, do you think that he is kind of over-egged the pudding there and actually this is all his thoughts and feelings, but he's kind of using her? He's like saying, well, she said this and she said that and she thinks you should get assessed because he's a bit too scared to say he feels and thinks that. So he's using her as like an excuse / backup.
Very, very possibly. And actually, you've hit on something really important, that the issue is between the husband and wife.
Absolutely.
And that's where the dilemma is. That's where the issue is. That is what the piece that needs repairing. And this other woman who's in the mix is kind of a red herring.
She's irrelevant, really.
But she signifies something very important in the marriage. Whereas the wife feels second best, or she feels like she's on a par with this woman. Like, I wouldn't want to have another woman in my marriage.
Absolutely not.
And that's what this feels like. Because I'm the woman in his life. He's the man in my life. And that's it.
But I also think if this was another man, if this friend was a man,
Well, it sits
I
differently.
don't think the friend would be inserting himself
Yes.
into the marriage.
Yes.
Or like,
Yes.
they may have a completely different conversation and he may say, oh, sounds like she's a bit ADHD. Has she been assessed? Full stop, end of sentence.
They wouldn't say that.
Well, I don't know what they would say.
I mean, I say that all the time because I love diagnosing people's neurodiversities. Obviously, I'm not qualified to do that in any aspect, but I do that.
But you would not sit with someone else's husband for hours discussing his wife, giving him information.
The only way that I would do that is if she was one of my best friends.
But that's what I mean. If you were doing it out of a sense of love and protection
Yes.
for her,
Yes.
for her best interest.
And for the two of them to try and help bring them some sort of clarity. But it would always be because I'm on her side.
Yeah. The whole thing.
Is she married? Is the other woman married? Oh, yes.
Well, she has a baby. I don't know if she's married.
But she doesn't mention a partner.
She doesn't.
Because that also changes things. Is she married? Is she happily married? Is she a single mum? Like, what's the deal here?
Don't know. She doesn't say. There's just a lot in here that makes me feel very uncomfortable.
I agree. I agree. And that stuff needs working out. Because if you're telling your woes about their marriage to somebody else, another woman, that's a big problem.
Yeah. I completely understand why she is so angry about this, and I would think very carefully about how to address it. Because he's not going to stop being friends with her. Their friendship precedes their relationship.
Well, but that's a problem. That's a big problem. I really feel for you.
I do too.
And thank you for the dilemma, and I wish you well. I don't really think we've solved it.
Well, we seem to be on a theme this week. Your meltdown is having a tantrum on the paddle court.
No, right. Excuse me. I'm about to have a tantrum about this now because I didn't write that down.
No.
You wrote it down.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't want to bring that today.
Is that your meltdown?
What?
Maybe you don't want to bring that today.
You're forcing me to bring meltdowns. I mean, I could have a meltdown over absolutely anything right about now. I literally could have a meltdown over that can.
Oh no, don't do that.
I could have a meltdown about anything. I could. I mean, call it a gift, if you like.
A special talent?
Listen.
Could you go on Britain's Got Talent
Listen.
and have a meltdown? And would anyone press the golden button for you?
They might.
Do you think?
They might. I did have a tantrum on the paddle court. I did.
Did you throw your racket?
No, I didn't throw my racket, but
I would have loved it if you'd thrown your racket.
Well, I would have hurt my racket, and I love my racket. No, what happened was I was in a tournament. You really want to know it? You really?
Yeah, I do.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
I've done a lot of tournaments recently.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it like tournament season? Is it like Wimbledon in the paddle world?
Must be, because I've just got every week I've been at a different tournament. I guess it's the summer, and anyway, so there's certain ways of doing tournaments when you're on multiple courts, okay? And the guy, the place where I was doing it, I don't love him anyway. He rubs me up the wrong way. You know when you see somebody and you just instantly don't like them?
Well, he runs the place.
He's one of the coaches there.
Okay.
So you know, you just instantly, That's this guy. He's just, I find him abrasive, and I find him, I don't know, he just winds me up. So when I have literally no estrogen in my body, he is not the guy I need to see, because he's just going to be on the receiving end of it, right? It's like estrogen makes me definitely more polite. I didn't realise how impolite I was until the menopause. And also, don't really care. That's also interesting, because with estrogen, I do care. Without estrogen, I don't.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
That's like kind of what's happening here.
Yeah.
Also, I don't care that I don't care.
Okay.
I don't even care about that. Really don't care. And I thought this morning, really, I should have woken up with some sort of like rage remorse, but I didn't.
Okay.
I sort of said the words to my friend because I felt like I should say that I felt a little bit remorseful over my rage, but I don't.
Okay.
Anyway, he basically ran at this tournament really badly. And what happened was it ended up that I was on a court with 3 men for the entire duration of the tournament.
Right.
So I'm always going to lose because it's set up that way. I can't win against 2 other men. So whoever was on my team, no matter how we rotated, I was always the only woman on the court.
Yeah.
Okay. And he kept coming over for the score, and I kept saying, no, we've lost. And after like the 3rd time he came over, what's the score? What's the score? I said, it's 5-2. He goes, to who? I said, to them, because I'm the only woman on the court, because it's set up so that I lose. I couldn't believe I even said that. So he goes, I haven't set you up, which I can't even tell you. Literally, was that a red rag to a bull? What are you getting defensive for? I said, I didn't say you set me up. I said, it's been set up. Now, at this point, everyone was coming off the court. So there's 12 other people there. I said, it has been set up so that I lose. He goes, well, I just pulled it around him. It was the only fair way to do it. I said, stop saying it's fair, because it's not fair, okay? I said, it's fair for everybody else here. Everyone could hear it. Now everyone's watching me. It's fair for every single other person here. The only person it's not fair on is me.
Were they getting their popcorn out at this point?
Adam was like, what's going on? And then my friend Sharon came over. She's like, what's going on?
Like, get off the court.
Listen, I wasn't wrong in what I was saying, because it was a really arse upward way of organising it. And what we should have done is just kept rotating so that
there were 2 women.
There were 2 women. He said, but there weren't enough women, and I can't do this and I can't do that. I said, but you could have done a round robin so that we're all changing courts every round.
Yeah.
So that everyone's playing with different people. That's how I've always done it. But he sort of went off, and I went off. And then I had to get back on the court with 3 more men, and they were lovely, the guys. I mean, no one wanted to play with just me against 2 other guys because they were going to lose.
Yeah,
it's just how the game's set up. But then I'd already thrown the tantrum, and then embarrassingly, I ended up in the I ended up in the final.
Oh,
so he goes, you see, you ended up in the final anyway. I was like, okay. I said, it wasn't about the winning or the losing. And then someone apparently said, oh, I'm sure if she was winning, she wouldn't have caused such a fuss. And then Adam said, you're missing her point. It's not that she was winning or losing. She's saying that it's unbalanced, which it was. So I was right in what I was saying, but the way I went about it was completely and utterly wrong.
you still got to the final.
I did get to the final.
Did you win?
No, because I was playing against Adam. And my friend Sharon, who's an amazing player, I normally play with Adam or with Sharon.
Yeah.
And then the guy who I was in the final with, he's like, oh yeah, let's. I said, like, firstly, she's my friend, he's my husband. I said, I'm telling you now, we're not winning. I'm telling you now, I know how they play. So that was my tantrum.
Okay. You lost your own husband and friend. I don't know if that's better or worse. It's
It's
better.
fine. I didn't.
It's kind of better.
At that point, literally, because when it was the semi-finals, I was about to leave, and Sharon's like, you can't leave. I said, I actually can leave because I just need to get off this court. And he's like, you're in the semi-finals. I had to stay.
Yeah, you did. Well done for staying. And giving everyone else 5 minutes of amusement in their day.
Now everyone will be talking about me as the Karen at the David Lloyd. I mean,
they might be.
No, they will be. They will be, because I would be. Like I said, I was right in what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was wrong in how I went about it.
But you have no remorse.
But I had no way of stopping it. It was just pouring out of me.
Yeah.
Now, I do believe that when I have my implant tomorrow,
Yeah.
by next week, that wouldn't be happening.
No.
So what is it about
Well, it's like PMT, isn't it? It's like when you're in the full throes of PMT and you know, deep inside somewhere, you know that you're being a little bit unreasonable, irrational, snappy, bad-tempered, whatever it is you're being. But you also can't stop it. It's like you have a vague insight somewhere in the middle of the rant. I think I'm being a bit of an unreasonable bitch, but also I can't not be. I can't stop this train. It is in motion. That is how I feel.
And then my gorgeous friend, Sharon, she's like, should we sit? She's so calm. She's so calming. And she's like, should we just sit down for a minute? And I was like, okay. And and I sat down and I said to her, I know I'm really hormonal. I know I am. I am aware of it. I said, I just can't turn it off. And he really winds me up. She goes, I think maybe you shouldn't do his sessions again. I'm like, I think that's a really good idea.
Good plan.
What's your meltdown? Just make it juicy. Make it juicy.
I don't know if it's juicy, but it wasn't.
Just make it up.
No, it's true. I went to the theatre on Saturday night. It was very warm. I wore a new dress.
Another new dress.
Another new dress. It was just a little like cottony dress. You know, it was quite cute. Anyway, you know, first time wearing it. Come home, and as we're pulling into the driveway, I get a WhatsApp on the family group from Josh, accompanied by a photo that just says, who the fuck fed Bieber? She's just vomited up everything all over the house. I just thought, oh, really? Because I fed her 4 hours ago. Really? Like, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
What do you mean?
I'm sure it's
fine.
Oh, I'm like, you know, children like to exaggerate things. Anyway, I come home.
Can I just say, before you go on this story, you are such a mix of deeply dramatic and deeply flippant. And I never know which one you're going to be. So which is it? Like, you never know.
It can be both. It can be both.
But not at the
depending on
same
day.
time.
No, not at the same time. Just for clarity, Bieber eats for dinner like a 500-gram sausage of a mix of raw meat, bone, and offal, right? Yeah, it's raw. She has vomited up the whole thing in its entirety, but at the top of the carpeted stairs, and the raw meat, bone, offal, and gristle has cascaded down in like a raw meat dog sick fountain down the stairs. And that is what
like
I came...
a fondant.
Like a chocolate fountain, like a fountain of raw meat sick. And that is what I came home to.
So because you're your dress.
So I go under the kitchen sink. Obviously, of course, my carpet cleaner scrubber with the scrubby thing on the end. No, it's finished. It's gone. Don't have one. So I'm now having to use anything and everything that I can find, like old dishcloths, a bucket of water, Vanish spray. And I tuck my new dress into my knickers because I do not want the sick on the dress. And I am bent over on the stairs, like scraping this. And all I can think is I'm going to have maggots in my carpet because it's hot and there's raw meat that's been... And I must have been there 15 minutes. And then I turn around. I hear Ollie behind me says, nice view. And I turn around and he is standing at the bottom of the stairs, watching me with my dress tucked in my knickers, eating a Magnum. What? That's his only comment. Nice view. All
I can tell you is that he is lucky that wasn't me. Because can you imagine?
I can't. I don't think he'd still be breathing this morning if that was you.
I would have lunged for him.
I just didn't. All I could say was, we're going to have maggots in our carpet. We're going to have maggots in our carpet. I was obsessed with waking up the next morning to find maggots from the meat. I can't. It was the most unpleasant ending to a Saturday night
story.
It was fucking gross. And then I called the dog a fucking bitch, and then he got really upset with me. Don't say that to her. I'm like, excuse me, while you're eating your Magnum, you clear up the sink.
Yeah.
Don't call her that. Like,
she wasn't well.
No, she I don't know what it was, but she was
sick.
I know, but like, do it in one place.
She's a
It
dog.
couldn't have been a worse place to do it. That is my meltdown. It was special.
It's so gross.
Yeah, it was gross. It was fucking gross. Right, you can read the listener meltdown. I think you might enjoy it. Reading out someone's rant that isn't your own.
You know what? I think I will. Hold on. Hi, ladies. Rant incoming. Last night, my neighbour stopped my son on his way out and asked him if he'd feed and look after her cat twice a day for 2 weeks while she's away. Her cat sitter cancelled and now she may have to cancel her holiday. He politely said no. He's going to festivals and wants to enjoy his freedom over the summer. He told me and I felt sorry for her, so I texted our dog sitter to see if she had any availability. They replied saying they could only cover the second week. I passed on the details anyway, thinking it was better than nothing. She replied, "This is no good. What am I meant to do for the first week?" Then asked me if I could put something on my school WhatsApp group, which I did. She does not have kids who are at school anymore. I didn't get any replies. She then texted again tonight, asking me to ask my son to reconsider. I haven't replied because why has her fucking cat become my problem? I have my own life and my own pet to sort out. I mean,
that is a bit of a chutzpah dick, isn't it?
If a neighbour did that to me this week.
You would probably go and strangle the cat.
Well, I wouldn't. No, I'm not aggressive. I'm not like aggressive and violent. I just feel it.
I don't act on it.
I'm not. I literally just can't turn my words off.
Yeah, it is a good thing she hasn't asked you
Like,
that.
I would literally tell her where to go.
Do you know what, though? Has she offered to pay the son? Because it's not like that hard to look after a cat. You just got to go in and put some
He's
food
not
down.
there. He's at festivals. He's away.
Yeah.
And also, I'm surprised the neighbour didn't ask her to do it.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what she was fishing for.
I mean, there must be... Anyway, whatever. Her cat is not my fucking problem either, and I really don't have headspace
It's also,
for her cat.
it's also not my problem.
Right, come on.
What?
Let's just go.
Okay, let's
Just go. And let's just get implanted.
Should we get you a chamomile tea and, and an implant?
No, I just need some estrogen and everything will be okay.
I can't supply that, but, roll on tomorrow.
Yeah.